Today we're going to talk about how to give a great toast. Because every year, millions of toasts are given worldwide. And every year, many of these toasts, they suffer. From inside jokes, scripted cliches, to the point these well-intended tributes, they crumble into regrettable tragedies. But today, with your help, we're going to put an end to this problem. Yes? Hey. You see, because chances are, you will be asked to give a toast at some point. Now, this could be a wedding. It could be a birthday. Maybe an impeachment. No? I know, I love weddings too, right? They're great. But there can be nothing more nerve-wracking than getting set to celebrate a moment and having someone walk into your world and ask you, hey, could you share a few words? At which point your mind starts racing, your palms start sweating, and you start Googling how to give a great toast. So now that you're here, hopefully this helps. Because how often do you toast the little things? Think about it. A great toast is a gift you can give to anyone, anywhere. You could essentially turn a fast food meal into an unforgettable feast, and it doesn't have to cost you a thing. So you can be fancy and frugal at the exact same time, right? And the toast has come a long way. I mean, this is a ritual. You go back to the 1600s, the first use of the English word toast, written by Shakespeare in his play, The Merry Wives of Windsor. And he talked about the art of putting toast into stale wine to add some flavor. Some believe toasting evolved because of the sound of two glasses clinking together, and that sound would ward off evil spirits. Well, there are others that still reference the age-old myth, going back to ancient Roman and Greek cultures where two people would come together, smash their glasses, so liquid from your glass would go into their glass. And you could drink comfortably knowing they're not trying to poison you because they would be poisoning themselves. Which is kind of a passive-aggressive way to wish someone well, but hey, to each their own. So yes, the ritual of toasting has evolved, and before we get to the formula of how we give a great toast, I think it's important to understand what not to do with a toast. So if you are asked to speak up, number one, do not read your toast verbatim from a script, lack any emotional connection to the words, and fail to make eye contact with your audience. There's actually nothing on this cue card. This is just a prop to emphasize the point. Now, if you were asked to speak, please do not toast yourself. It did not work for Madonna. It will not work for you. Rest in peace, Aretha Franklin. If you are asked to speak and you take down 4 tequila shots within the first hour of the celebration, do us all a favor, stay away from the microphone. Because I love you, man, will only take you so far. So before we get to the formula, one of the most challenging things with the toast is how you command everyone's attention. You need to make yourself visible and heard. Imagine walking into a space. Today we have, 1,000 people. Everybody's talking in the room. Now, if you see a microphone in the center of the room, you walk to that center of the room, right in the front, you grab that microphone, tap, tap, tap. Now, if there's no microphone, you grab a chair. You stand on that chair. You make yourself visible. You take a deep breath, and with all the courage, you belt out, "Can I have your attention, please?" And when you do that in a noisy room, chances are you'll get 10% of the audience to turn their head and give you their attention. The other 90%, they just want to talk, and that's okay. But you use that 10% with you. And here's what you do. It's the 90-10 rule. You get that 10% to clap with you. Because here's what will happen. The other 90%, they're going to wonder what they're missing out on, and nobody likes FOMO. They'll start clapping too. Right? But here comes the most terrifying part of the toast, and it's before you even begin. Silence. Trust me, it's terrifying right now, the silence. You all are looking at me. And you may be thinking, now what? Here's what you do. Start with the 7-second tease. You have 7 seconds in your toast to capture your audience's attention and hook them in. I tell you, 16 years working in the media business, the average length of a soundbite, TV or radio news, to capture someone's attention, 7 seconds. And do not make those first words about yourself. Because before the audience cares about your connection with that special guest, they care about their connection. So tease a secret, a story, a lesson about that person right out of the gate. Number 2, what are your 2 whys? You see, we need to make our toasts inclusive. So share, why are we in this space celebrating tonight or today, wherever you may be, and then share why you are the person giving that toast. Number 3, emotion is everything. And the best way to connect to emotion, just tell someone a story. Some people will say, hey, good stories have a beginning, middle, and end. The great stories have struggle, conflict, and resolution. And number 4, the clink. One wish. What is one truth you'd like to share with that very special person? So TEDxVancouver, I would like to propose a toast. How does that sound? Help me out, help me out, help me out, help me out. So to each and every one of you here today, here is my one wish for you. It is a challenge. And I challenge you to give one important toast this year. Because the toast is an emotional photograph that bookmarks the moments we share with others. And when you do that toast, I want you to send it to me. It could be a good toast, send it to me. It could be an awkward toast. We'll learn from it together, send it to me. If you smell burnt toast, don't worry about me, call 911. Okay? Safety first. Safety first. But think about this. Today you showed up looking for inspiration and perhaps looking for a champion. At any point, you can be one for someone else. So if there is one thing you remember from this talk, the next time someone asks you to share a few words, put truth on your toast so you can give them a gift they will never forget. I raise my glass to your future toast. Thank you very much.